What's going on, guys? Antonio here. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me, and let's get into it. All right, so we're on comicbook.com, and they've got an article up about Batman Cape Crusader. I have watched all 10 episodes of Batman Cape Crusader. I really enjoyed it. Now, I've seen several YouTube videos, and they just been bashing it, talking about it's woke and this and that. I do have my thoughts on the female penguin, which I didn't love female penguin. I thought that was weird, but I didn't feel like she took away from my enjoyment overall of the television show. I like I said, my favorite episode of the 10 episodes of season 1 was the one with Gentleman Ghost. I thought that the Gentleman Ghost episode was my absolute favorite. I also enjoyed the Catwoman episode, and what's that? I think Christina Ricci was Catwoman, and what was it? Minnie Driver was actually the Penguin in this. So, like I said, I didn't. You've probably seen those still shots of the Penguin versus Batman, the female Penguin versus Batman. And one of the reasons I didn't really like the Penguin's one of my favorite Batman villains, and I didn't necessarily like the fact that they had this big hulking woman play the Penguin. The Penguin, as a man, is a little tiny guy, with the hook nose, or the distinguished nose. But he's supposed to be, the little crazy guy with the umbrellas that can do different things. But in the modern times, he's more like the Kingpin. So if they were going for making the female Penguin the Kingpin, they definitely did it size wise, because like I said, she's like towering over Batman when they're actually duking it out. I don't necessarily like that portrayal. Some people are upset that they made Harley Quinn Asian. I don't care about that. I thought the way they wrote her as a psychiatrist and the whole deal, I thought the 10 episodes worked really well together. The animation flowed. It's definitely a throwback to like the Batman of the 40s. Some people didn't like, because Alfred is overweight on the Batman Cape Crusader cartoon, which you can tell certain people aren't real fans. When you look at Alfred's first appearances in Batman, he was his matter of fact, his last name wasn't Pennyworth. I can't remember what his original last name was, but it wasn't Pennyworth. He didn't become Pennyworth until a couple years later. They changed his last name. But when Alfred first appeared in the Batman comics, he was overweight and his last name wasn't Pennyworth. So they made him overweight. They had a Clayface that was like, the Clayface was very reminiscent to the original Clayface. On Batman the Animated Series, that the Clayface that appeared on that was the second Clayface, and he ends up becoming like this shape-shifting creature. Like when Clayface first appeared in the comic books, he basically just he had put some kind of cream or injected himself with something that allowed his face to be shaped and molded into different things. But he wasn't a full-on shapeshifter. Now, when you see Clayface, he can like turn into all these different things and form. His arms can turn into this. He's a T-1000 basically. And like I said, I kind of like the more, okay, he can change his face, but he can't shift his whole body and, turn into like a liquid mudslide or do all this kind of stuff. So I thought Bruce Timm did a really good job with this version. They teased the Joker at the end. I really enjoyed. I'm looking forward to season 2, which is obviously in production, and it's currently #1 on Amazon, which I understand. It is fantastic. I highly recommend it. I really liked X-Men '97. in the same way that I liked Batman Cape Crusader. If you've watched it or if you disagree with me and thought it was awful, please let me know. We're on the road to 3,000. I need you. I want you. Give me a follow. Facebook, Instagram. I'm on X. I'm on Threads. All at Ikari Press. Type in IkariPress.com. It will take you to my comic book brand, Way of the Gun. I've got the link to that and my Gumroad in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out.